This leads me to what I think Bruce Banner and Hulk's role could be in this film, because I have a couple of theories. Now, obviously, I know a lot of y'all Hulk fans don't like the fucking IT help desk tech support Hulk. And again, for all intents and purposes, it looks like he's finally going to be finito in this movie. But this brings me to one of our villains in the film, Scorpion. You know, we're finally getting the return of Michael Mando, and this time as Scorpion, the first time ever in live action. And, you know, I'm still hoping and praying out there somewhere that J. Jonah Jameson funds the experiment that turns him into Scorpion, but I feel like they're not going to do this, which is kind of a shame because I've always enjoyed the aspect of J. Jonah Jameson trying to create like his own Spider-Man vigilante and then having that shit blow up in his face. Every time I think Scorpion, I always think JJJ. But something tells me they're playing with the blueprint that your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man laid out for him, because what is his suit powered by in this show? Gamma. And who's your foremost leading expert on all things gamma related? Bruce Banner. These motherfucking dots are in the sky and I'm connecting them. Now, I've been saying for a while now, I feel like this is a slight adaptation of Revenge of the Sinister Six. It's basically Spider-Man and a bunch of other heroes against a bunch of Spider-Man's rogues. But my biggest theory is that damage control is going to be the key fixture in this film that, you know, gets all of these dangerous weapons and technology out there for both heroes and villains alike. Because mind you, they've cast a huge shadow first being introduced in Homecoming, and they clearly got funding from supermax prisons. But like I said, they're also in possession of a lot of dangerous alien tech, super advanced tech, of weapons galore that they're just storing in various different storage facilities. Like we saw in Homecoming, we see that they were the ones that confiscated the Stark drones that Mysterio was using. But we also saw in Ms. Marvel that the DODC has reverse engineered them to use them to their advantage. And again, in She-Hulk, we see the DODC is using advanced technology weapons. I think that's going to be the plan for most of these villains. Break into DODC, gain that weapon, alien tech, and advanced technology, and use them for their own evil. Try to take the city for themselves. And I have a weird feeling that Damage Control is in possession of the sliver of the symbiote that we saw at the end of No Way Home. I feel like it would only make sense for them to be the ones that have a symbiote captive as opposed to like the police or some shit. And it's not like these symbiote rumors have come out of nowhere, because Michael Mando has teased not just the Scorpion but the symbiote a couple of different times on his Instagram story. So I have a weird feeling that Peter could potentially be getting his symbiote suit in this film. And maybe he gets the symbiote suit when he's fighting Hulk, like that scene I pictured out when he stops the punch and then looks at him angry. Maybe he is the one that fucking turns him back into Bruce Banner. That'd be cold. Woo! And maybe they are potentially leading up to a Matt Garkin version of Venom in the MCU. I mean, at that point, just give us symbiote Hulk and symbiote Punisher, YOLO. But with all of this dangerous tech and weapons out there, it would make a whole lot of sense for Peter to go to someone like Bruce Banner, who's probably in New York for whatever reason. I mean, last time we saw him, he was out on the West Coast at a cookout. But if these weapons and technology are powered by Gamma, like I said, it would make a whole lot of sense for him to be there to try to help out before he rages out. And I think Punisher is aware of what's happening with all of this dangerous technology, and that's why he's going to be at odds with Spider-Man at first, before they all ultimately team up at the end to stop the big threat. And if we get a shot like this in the movie, Destin Daniel Cretton, my life is yours.